Hi kids, welcome back. If you know, you know. In this video, I wanted to show you my bullet journal that I made for 2023 and probably sort of show you all as well as discuss some of the things and the spreads that worked for me and some of the things that didn't work for me. Of course, there will be a equal sort of learning. At least I'm hoping that we both will be learning something from this bullet journal. And yes, with that said, I think we should start. You must have seen earlier that this was my starting page, and prior to this page was introduction to who this journal belongs to, and if this get lost, as I have written over here, contact if it is found. I have my email ID written in the first page, so the person who gets the bullet journal will know how to reach the Malik of the bullet journal. So this was the actual first page. The bleeding of the color happened during the rainy season. This year it will be a learning to prioritize the health of my bullet journal. So this was like the first page, as you all can see. Then there was a page for goodbye 2022 and hello 2023, which I will be recreating this year for me also, and as well as for all my customers as well. Here I just wrote everything that happened, a little gist of 2022, and of course all the learnings and all the things that went right, all the things that went wrong, and eventually in 2023 I wrote everything that I look forward in the year basically, and all the learnings and all the expectations in just one page. Then there was my goals page. It works for me when I divide my goals into different criterias. The next page was the affirmation page, and I wrote a lot of things and should be our own motivators, and I think affirmations works for me. You all can try, maybe it will work for you too. So yeah, moving on. I have my vision board in my bullet journal. I think that you all can also incorporate a vision board in your bullet journal as well, just so that you can see kitna work kar raha hai aapke liye basically. So the next spread is books to read and shows and movies to watch. So this is one of the most important spread that I have in my bullet journal, because in this I can keep a track on all the books that I read this year, and I think that you all can also incorporate this in your bullet journals as well. Shows and movies to watch kept very empty, I mean totally empty. I might insert some of the previous bullet journal spreads of shows and movies and podcasts, where you will able to see that how I maintain the shows and movies section or the spread of my bullet journal. So with this we start with the first month, which is January, and this side is always a line a day. Next, the most important spread of my life of the bullet journal that I make is the money tracker. Money tracker helps me track my money, and it's like a slap on my face whenever I reach my limit and I spend more than my limit. So the next month I am very conscious and cautious about spending money, because in back of my mind I always know that I need to spend less so that I can sort of balance out the spending of every month. Next was the habit tracker, which I wasn't able to. Mood tracker which I wasn't able to. By this time one of my pen leaked and this happened. Then all the daily tasks started and February came. February's spread looked like this. I didn't put any effort in making the first page. I did try to put my efforts in making the mood tracker. Then I made a productivity chart, followed by way to spend time when you're alone chart, and probably never followed. But yeah, I like making these kind of spreads in between my bullet journal just to fun my bullet journal out a little bit. This year there will be more of such charts and spreads in my bullet journal. Then I took a trip on February, and these were all the expenses, and these were all the things that I wanted to bring to the trip, and so I made a list on my bullet journal itself. Next, I went to Rachi because of certain reasons. This is the expense sheet. Now, whenever I want to buy or have something, I make this kind of chart and I fill every column of the chart, and that's how I come to the decision what I want and what should I buy, be it a laptop, a phone, or anything in general. I like having all these specifications filled, and then only I'll make a decision. So spreads like these help. This was my April spread. It's very bad, let's skip it. This is the spending tracker, and then all my daily tasks. May came around. It is very easy and lazy way of maintaining a bullet journal and making the first page of the month of the bullet journal attractive and beautiful and filled. So yeah, that's what I did for me. This was my expense tracker. This was my daily. Then June came around. It was around the month of June when rainy season started, and I got my first horrible, shocking surprise rain, and this happened. However, the June spread was nice. I made this little different kinds of popsicles. Next one. I did end up making a gist of the month for the month of June. This is my spending tracker. This drawing was made by my sister. It was a nice shaded drawing, so I didn't incorporate any colors to it. August came along, and I'm not very good at drawing, so I like easy, lazy things which will make my pages look beautiful. This is the spending tracker. September rolled around, and by now I was obsessed. I wasn't obsessed, but I knew that this kind of spreads will work for me, this kinds of design will work for me, so I stuck to these kind of designs. Spending tracker. At September, I realized that I should made an active habit tracker, and so I did. Then there were these weekly tasks and the daily tasks. I made a meditation tracker for like, I think 60 days, or I don't know, 40 to 60 days. Is by the 41st day I was meditating of my own, so works. This is also an example of how I create a chart and I fill all the columns. And October comes, followed by my daily task pages. November rolled, and this was another creation. These were my daily tasks. And so this is probably the last. These are the sticker designs that I designed for my bullet journal, and I managed to incorporate daily planner bullet journal set in my bullet journal because I wanted to test them, and this is how they turned out. They are on sale right now in my site, and you all can DM in my Instagram to take a look. If you like them, you can have them. I hope that we both learned a lot of things from 2023, and I hope that I will be able to correct all the things that went wrong in 2023, and I hope from this bullet journal you were able to learn a lot of things from me and my mistakes as well, and I hope this was helpful to you. Bye.